Wah. Wah. Hello, you guys. Welcome, Augersley, Emily, Mage, Wulongs, Dodo, Apricot Ghost, Ellie. I usually just call you Ellie in here. I hope that's okay. Ilya, Lily, Micah, Stunts, Nico, Chuba, Augersley, Mage, Monday, Ilya, Amber, Cerebro. Thank you, Stunts, also for 13 months. The thing that you're referencing with your subscription message is funny, but I think that we should probably not do that kind of stuff on Twitch because, you know, if somebody wants to take a swing at you, that probably is outside of Twitch TOS, and you and, I don't know, possibly even me could get in trouble for that, so... Yeah. I know that like most of the people who come to this stream are gay and trans, but Twitch cops are not probably gonna care about that. Hi, congrats on your election. Thank you, Anethika. And Russian Bro, welcome as well. I truly cannot imagine that being against TOS. I mean, you never know. Some thought this was a game where you killed JFK. Hey, Jormungandr. You know, so the thing is about this game, the reason we're playing this at all is because last year, for President's Day, I wanted to play JFK Reloaded. If you remember, if you were around in the 2000s, JFK Reloaded was a game that, I guess it was like, had some kind of like historical mission to be like, if you can recreate the 3 shots on JFK, hello Angeli, also, if you can recreate the shots on JFK, if you can recreate the JFK assassination in our janky, like, piece of shit early 2000s game, then, like, it was like they were like trying to prove a point or something like that. It was like folding at home for the JFK assassination. Yeah, it's a good way to describe it. That was the idea behind it. And I wanted to play that for President's Day last year. And I specifically remember Chuba saying something about describing the assassination of JFK as just referring to the actual assassination as JFK Reloaded IRL or something like that. But it doesn't run on modern computers very well, so I couldn't do it. And then when I was going through Windows 3.1 games, I found reelect JFK, and I was like, I just can't believe this is real. And I was like, wait, when's President's Day? And, you know, lucky us, it was like the upcoming Monday, so here we go. The winner, a 16-year-old boy from Paris known as Major Koenig, ultimately received $10,712. In retrospect, Irving said he regretted trying a cash prize to killing Kennedy, saying that he had been naive and had underestimated the deepness of affection for Kennedy held by many American people. Okay, so like, why do people like him so much? He seems like he was bad. Like, he's a bad president. All I think of when I think of him is Bay of Pigs, which is bad. Like, this is clearly bad, like, terrible. Is it because of the Oliver Stone, like, JFK movie? I don't know. Handsome? Yeah, he's handsome and charming young guy, I guess. Same with Obama, I guess. Not to get too much into this stuff, but... VirtualBox JFK Reloaded time. Cuban Missile Crisis, youngest president, got martyred by the press. I remember, like, it seems like the 90s, like, when did the Oliver Stone JFK, when did that come out? No, what? I thought there was some Oliver Stone JFK movie. What was it? There's like a JFK documentary from maybe from the 90s or something like that. I don't know. It seemed like the 90s were a big JFK time, because I remember if you've ever seen oh, Mage, I think you're thinking of Ronald Reagan. Like in the 90s, I remember if you've ever seen Slacker, the Richard Linklater movie, I remember there was a part of that where they're in a bookstore and like there's this guy who keeps talking about JFK assassination theories. And then this game came out in like the early 90s around that time too, I guess. Mid 90s. I have a record that's a collection of his speeches. It came out right after he was assassinated, and the background for the sleeve is a deep red and really morbid. It was the Mafia, right? The Mafia? What? I thought that was Jimmy Hoffa. Everybody says Jimmy Hoffa was dead by Mafia. This is how Mafia works. Yeah, the Kennedys are organized crime. Really? I don't know that. He was killed for Mafia reasons. Who? Jimmy Hoffa or Jafka? This game is probably not gonna be good. Jafka. Jafka. He's the brother of Kafka. It had better not be good. I mean, there's no way it can be good. I've never heard anyone talk about this game. When I saw it originally, I thought it was called Reflect JFK. And then I was like, what? And then I clicked on it and I saw all the screenshots. And at first I thought that the plot of the game was you are JFK in a time loop trying to solve your own assassination, but it's just that it's an alternate timeline where JFK survived his own assassination attempt and is now trying to run America and also solve his assassination attempt. I literally only just realized it's not Reflect JFK. Yeah, why does your brain do that? I did it too. You invented an amazing game. Yeah, I know. Let's get like Uchikoshi or somebody on this. Get him to make that. Shadow of Memories 2. Reelect JFK. Yeah. Now we're talking. Yeah. Jeffka, who was Kefka Freeman's brother. Read Billy Bat if you want to know the real history. History of what? We started a little bit late, so why don't we go ahead and get into the game so we get all the goodness that we can in this stream. How about it? How about it, huh? I've almost got reviews for the last like 3 games we finished done for my website. I just gotta fix up the box art. And finish a review for Alice so that I can post it. Is this gonna... Yeah, here we go. Ooh, yeah. Love to hear that sound. Billy Bat fucking owns the JFK assassination. Literally read Billy Bat, though. It's a graphic game in manga form. What does that even talk about? What do you mean? What the hell does that even mean? An interesting turn of phrase, my brain retrieving what does that even talk about as a response to that when I meant what does that even mean? Some crossed wires going on there. There you go, Ash. Welcome. How are you? Well, time to re-elect JFK. There's nothing else in this folder. Never getting an English release because Urasawa is paranoid he'll get sued. Really? Does it have a fan translation? Oh, if you guys have read it, then I guess probably. No. Alright, here we go. Jeffka. Oh. Where is D main JFK start? Uh-oh. I think that we might be... Oh, this is another Macromedia Director game. What a treat. Real quick, I think that I'm going to have to reinstall the game because this is having the same problem that I had with Alice, where I didn't have the CD like ISO mounted. Hold on 1 second. I'll fix this. No problem at all. No problem. Smooth sailing, as good as it gets. Reelect J. Yeah. We need these. I will... This is I have found out that you need like the CD-ROM for this stuff to work right. Oh.
Did you know that JFK was the true cousin of Sir Jesus Christ?
Sir Jesus Christ. Thank you, Rival. Welcome. Huh. Okay, now I will mount JFK. Mount a disk or image file. Alright, now I think this will work. Yes. Here we go. Hydrate. Thank you. I just ate a big peanut butter jelly sandwich right before stream, so I could use the hydration. Oh yeah. There he is. There's Jafka. He looks real awkward going down those stairs.
Here in Dallas, as President and Mrs. Kennedy arrive at Love Field for what is widely regarded as the first stop on the 64 campaign trail. They are being greeted by Texas Governor John Connally and various other well-wishers.
He kind of looks like RoboCop
After the
there.
President leaves Love Field, he will partake in a motorcade through Dallas and then on Elm Trademark to deliver a speech. And here comes the motorcade. President Kennedy is seated in the rear of his limousine with the First Lady on his left. It appears that something has gone wrong with the motorcade. We are receiving reports that there has been a shooting, that shots have been fired at the motorcade. The police are on the scene. We don't know if the president's been hit. We understand that Parkland Hospital has been notified. President Kennedy was shot during today's motorcade, but is in good condition with what the doctors are calling a superficial flesh wound to his right shoulder.
Right shoulder.
The president regrets that the kickoff to our 64 campaign has been marred, but vows to continue our quest for re-election next fall.
I stretch and keep my joints happy. Thanks. What is that? What is this music? Oh, did JFK never get re-elected? I just assumed it was based on real events. This is insane. Yeah, this is just... What if Kennedy survived the assassination and then, that's your description. Graphy, you wrote that. I didn't write that. What? That must be like the default Twitch thing. Emily went to the bathroom during the JFK part of history lesson. They really don't learn that in the UK, right? It's literally on your stretch redeem. Yes, you did. It's on there. The default stretch redeem. Yeah, there's default stretch and hydrate redeems that come with Twitch. Please never change it, Graphite. I stretch and keep my joints happy. Thanks. Thanks. Peanut butter's texture seems so impractical. It sticks to everything. Here we have crumbly peanut bars, and they're much more practical. Crumbly peanut bars? So cute to imagine it being you saying that. I didn't write that. Or at least I don't think I did. Game overview.
Reelect JFK is a first-person simulation.
Oh yeah,
that
this
puts
is Lanny
you in the
Minella,
role
by the
of
way.
President Kennedy.
The voice of
You
Rouge
have
the Bat.
survived the assassination attempt in Dallas and must continue on your quest for re-election in 1964. Along the way, you will confront key political issues
Yeah, and
such
Enrico
as
Christie
Vietnam
from
and
Ill
civil
Bleeds.
rights.
Yeah, and
You
Nancy
will also
Drew.
face the challenge of discovering who was responsible for the attempt on your life. Your objective is to get re-elected to a second term. Select Continue to learn about the screen controls and indicators, or select Main Menu to exit this section.
Hey, Shelter Mix, how you doing? Yeah, Erica Real. She's in tons of stuff. She's also Luke Triton. How could I forget? How could I forget? How could I forget? From Professor Layton. Anyway.
Your score is displayed in two ways.
Your score?
Your domestic approval rating reflects how you are performing in the eyes of the American public. It will change based on your decisions and actions throughout the game. Maximizing your approval rating will help to ensure your victory in the '64 election. Your superpower rating reflects America's strength as a world power. It will change based on your decisions and actions throughout the game. Maximizing your superpower rating will generally improve your domestic approval rating.
This will improve
However,
JFK's
some
power
decisions that
level.
are popular at home may not be viewed kindly on the international front. Throughout the game, you will make decisions and speak with characters by choosing from the response grid. Choices in the grid will either represent an abbreviated version of a response or represent a manner of response. Once you make your choice, you will hear your response in the voice of JFK. You
Graphy
have 8 hours
doing
in each
JFK
day,
voice.
which are represented on the timer.
I'll try, I
Time
guess.
elapses when you play a scene, when you navigate through locations, or when you interact with the environment. Because there will always be more to do than there is time available, you will constantly be pressed to decide which issues to deal with and
You
which
will
to
constantly
postpone.
be depressed.
However, if you want to end the day early, click on the timer. The remaining hours will elapse immediately.
You want to end JFK's life early. JFK
3
only works
special
8 hours a
functions
day?
exist to facilitate gameplay. Select the Repeat Dialogue button to automatically replay the most recent line of dialogue. Select the Character Information button to see the names of the characters currently on the screen.
It's weird
You
to
may
call
continue to play while
these
the
guys
names are displayed.
characters.
Select the button again to
These are
turn the
real
names
guys,
off.
right?
Select the Notebook button to record your notes throughout the game. Starting the week after the assassination attempt in Dallas, you will play 1 day per week until Election Day 1964. This comprises 50 game turns. Vietnam is one of the critical issues you will face as the president.
Great.
Select this button when you want to deal with Vietnam. As with all 4 of the topic buttons, its time display will turn blue while you play the scene. And your JFK stamp of completion will appear on the button after you complete the scene. A dim button means that the topic is unavailable for gameplay.
Oh
Select this
no.
button when you want to deal with a civil rights issue. Your goal is to get the Civil Rights Bill through Congress. Select this button when you want to deal with your re-election campaign. Select this button when you are ready to accuse the person or people responsible for the attempt on your life. But make sure you have your facts in order. Accusing the wrong person could have devastating results. To play a game, select Main Menu. To see the overview again, select Continue.
You get to do JFK conspiracy theories as JFK. It's a pretty amazing concept, honestly. When you want to activate the getting your ass kicked so hard they made a red orchestra about it minigame, click this button. Click this button. Oh boy. Ooh. Alright, let's I guess let's start. New game. It's literally structured like it's a Living Books Arthur
Hello,
CD
Mr.
ROM or
President.
something. Yeah.
Here's that information about the assassination attempt you wanted from the police. This should give you a few leads for your own investigation. That was a close call you had last week. You had the family really scared. Thank God you're okay.
Angry.
It's about time that file showed up. How am I supposed to find out who did this when it takes the police 3 days to give me any information?
I guess since the police don't exactly know that you're doing your own sleuthing, they figure you don't need all the gory details. Well, now that the file's here, you'll probably want to look through it for a while, so I'll leave you alone.
I'll leave you
speak
alone.
with you later.
It's about time. He does not sound like JFK in the slightest. That took 2 hours? Alright. Federal Bureau of Investigation, Gordon Tompkins, Special Agent. Some tape?
Begin interview with Mrs. Kenneth Dalton. Now, Mrs. Dalton, tell us what you saw in Dealey Plaza.
Yes, well, I heard those terrible shots ring out. There seemed to be 3 or 4 shots. And as I heard the shots, I looked up at the county records building because that's where the noise was coming from. When I looked up, I saw someone or something moving in the corner window of the 5th floor. I couldn't
Something?
make anything out except that there was movement. That's all I know.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Dalton. End interview with Mrs. Kenneth Dalton.
Begin interview with Elliot Balder. Now, Mr. Balder, tell us what you know about the assassination attempt.
Oh, am I on? Okay. I know that the shots came from the county records building. My wife, my brother, and I were standing right in front of that building when the shots were fired. I'm sure they came from that building because the sound of the shots was right above us. I wish I could tell you more, but my wife and I had just come up from Austin the day before, and we were too overtaken by the whole place and all the excitement to notice anything specific.
What?
For your time, Mr. Balder. End interview with Elliot Balder.
Begin interview with Jason Alvarado. Now, Mr. Alvarado, tell us what you saw on November 22nd. I saw a rifle coming out of the window on the 5th floor of the county records building. Did you see the person who had the gun? No, I didn't. That's strange to see, but I just saw the rifle, and I heard the shots. It was just terrible. That's all we need now. Thank you for your time, Mr. Alvarado. End interview with Jason Alvarado.
How many of these are there gonna be?
Begin interview with Sarah Kavanaugh.
Oh my
Now, Miss
god.
Kavanaugh, just tell us now
Just-
what you told us before.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I just don't care. How do I get out of this? What is this? How do I, am I not, like, allowed to leave?
Begin interview with Mrs. Kenneth Dalton. Now, Mrs. Dalton, tell us what you saw in Dealey Plaza.
yes, well, I heard those terrible shots ring
Oh,
out.
no. No.
In
Oh,
Ethica gifted a tier 1 sub to Jormungan. They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
thank you. Thank you, Anithika. What? Why are we at this old-timey TV now? This is that scene in Shenmue 2 where they listen to the tapes for hours. It's basically the same thing. Old-timey. Graphy, it's the 60s. Did TVs look like this in the 60s? This is what he played Xbox on. Graphy, what? What?
And for what's happening in Vietnam, the helicopter is finally coming of age as a weapon, proving its worth time and again in the bitter South Vietnam jungle war. The
Oh,
chopper,
no.
as U.S. troops have nicknamed it, wins acclaim in rescue work, snatching wounded from otherwise inescapable death. The copter is able to swoop in on isolated rebel pockets, fire at the enemy, and immediately soar away to safety.
Can we just, like,
And
ruin
now for our final story.
Vietnam
During
for
his whirlwind tour
United
of Florida,
States?
President Kennedy stopped off at Cape Canaveral long enough to inspect
Hey,
the
that's
Saturn
me.
I missile. The president was impressed by the Saturn's takeoff thrust of 1.5 million pounds. This rocket power that enables a 19,000-pound payload to be carried into space is an achievement that far surpasses the Russians in the race to the moon. That's all the news for now, so until tomorrow, good night.
Okay. What is, I didn't like see what this means. Like I don't remember what it said in the tutorial. This isn't going to be funny at all, is it? We're gonna make it funny. There's got to be ways to fuck this up that'll make it funny. You were expecting a plasma, maybe? I mean, he's the president. Come on. JFK is missing. Yeah, his brother Robert is gonna have to go around to all the major cities of the world and answer questions about like architecture to get him back. How do I oh. Let's read the newspaper. President back on the job after Dallas attack. What? Low redism gammin he han custom volulorum ipsum meloto sit ame de constellit low redism gammin he han custom volu. What? Gordon F. Kennedy's brother, John F. Kennedy. You can nuke America in the new Black Ops. JFK's Vietnam policy, very popular in Ohio. Alright, let's go to bed. What?
Mr. President, this just arrived for you. I would have had it processed with your other mail, but it's labeled confidential, so I figured I would show it to you first.
Impatient. I hate you.
Do you have to bug me with every detail? All right. I'll look at it.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. President.
Yeah, fuck off. I hate you, whoever you are. Jaggernaut / Dallas. What? Mr. President, I'm a private investigator from Dallas. I've been investigating the assassination attempt. I hope I can explain everything to you. I'm afraid I've raised some suspicion, so I'm mailing this to you in case anything happens to me. Call me at 214-555-0529. Bill Strachan. Okay. The camel. What? Juggernaut! If only. If only. Lorem ipsum. It's literally like a poem about suffering or something like that, right? Oh, it's just, I know it's just placeholder text, but it's just funny. You cast the spell. This is melting my brain. I can't believe this is real. People made this. I remember I looked at the manual for this game and it was like, this game was made with the utmost respect for John F. Kennedy Jr., who we believe is one of the greatest presidents in American history, and this was made with utmost attention to detail and respect for his life. It's like absolutely insane to even say that. My name is John Titor. I can explain everything to you. We didn't look at these files. Ballistics report summary. It appears that 3 shots were fired. 1 missile hit the windshield of the limousine, another hit the side of the moving vehicle, and a third hit President Kennedy. The president sustained a flesh wound in his right shoulder. The nature of the bullet wound indicates the shots came from above and behind the... Oh. President. Witness testimony supports this conclusion. It appears that the shooter was located in the county records building. Firearms identification analysis of the bug is... This is so boring. Oh my god. Recovered from president's limousine. Latent fingerprints. Yeah. Oh, these are the witnesses that we heard the testimony from. Elliot Balder. Let's accuse. Oh. Why did that happen? Oh. The entire system crashed. It closed the entire emulator. Oops. Well, yeah, we gotta mount the CD again. Hold on. Mount disk or CD image file. Let's hold on real quick. let's try. I'm gonna try and install the game again. JFK data. We'll just reinstall it from the CD, because I did this in some janky ass way before that might have screwed things up. Alright, here we go. Let's try again. The assassin got to your computer. JFK isn't gonna have sex with you, devs. An ICBM hit President Kennedy. Yeah, them saying missile. Kind of funny. Alright.
Hello, Mr. President.
Miss Kennedy, your son got owned in Dallas. He showed great valor in the face of epic fails. Semper Fi or whatever.
From the police.
What
This
sir?
should give you a few leads for your own investigation. That was a close call you had last week. You had the family really scared.
God, the
Thank God
family
you're
really
okay.
scared. Oh, we can't skip this. Angry, I hate you, Robert.
It's about time that file showed up.
It's about
How am I
time that
supposed to
file
find
showed
out
up.
who did this when it takes the police 3 days to give me any information?
I guess since the police don't exactly know that you're doing your own sleuthing, they figure you don't need all the gory details. Well, now that the file's here, you'll probably want to look through it for a while, so I'll leave you alone.
Why wouldn't the president
I'll speak with you later.
just get the files on his own? It's like, I don't know. It seems. Can I not save my game? Game options. That's. Are these really options? Alright, let's return. I want to accuse. Yes! It works. We can accuse. I accuse you, Robert.
Hi, Jack. Who's responsible for
Oh
the
no,
shooting?
this is Jack. General Thomas Ballard,
General Thomas
of course.
Ballard.
Is that his real name?
That's his real name.
Yes, as far as I know.
Why did he do it?
Love.
For love.
He loved me.
Is anyone else involved?
Yes.
Yes. General Thomas Ballard.
Is that his real name?
No, that's an alias.
What's his real name?
General Thomas Ballard.
Why did he do it?
Power.
For power.
Is
power.
anyone else involved?
Yes. General Thomas Ballard.
Is that his real name?
No, that's an alias.
What's his real name?
General Thomas Ballard.
Why did he do it?
I wish I knew the answer to that one, but I don't.
Is anyone else involved?
No.
Can you prove this, or is it mere suspicion?
I can prove it.
I can prove this, Bobby.
Well, Mr. President, you seem to have established probable cause, but I'm not
Knocks
totally
on door,
sold
Mrs.
this
Kennedy.
theory.
I'm from
I can get an
FBI.
arrest warrant
Your
based
son
on
got
what you
owned in
told me,
Dallas.
or you could
He
do some
showed
more
great valor
research.
in the face of epic
What do you
fail.
wanna do?
E pluribus unum or whatever.
Thank you. Thank you, Shelter Max. I'm going to piss myself laughing. I seriously can't breathe. I can't believe you could choose the same name multiple times. Whatever. Get a warrant.
I'm pretty confident about this one, Bobby. I'd like you to get an arrest
Booby.
warrant.
I'll get right on it.
Accusations and Denials. The Attorney General's office is actively investigating General Thomas Ballard, a Marine Corps general, for possible involvement in the attempt on President Kennedy's life last November. Inside sources say the accusation came directly from the president. Ballard vigorously denies any involvement in the shooting. No charges have been filed at this time due to a lack of evidence. Okay.
Mr. President, I can't believe the kind of press you're getting from your accusation. Please, for the sake of the election, don't make any more accusations.
This is a great game. Respond. I'll just respond.
Ross, somebody tried to kill me. Do you expect me to let them get away with it? What makes you think they won't try again?
I understand completely, sir, and
What's
you're
with
right.
this head
But
motion?
could you at least have a little more evidence next time?
End discussion.
Goodbye,
You're out of
Ross.
here.
Goodbye, sir.
Right. JFK. We've set our piece on that. What's this? Vietnam. Current troop levels 16,000. What? Ooh boy. Financial, travel itinerary, not established, polling, no poll results available. Sir, the troop meter is low. You need to mash A to restore them. Just accuse the candidate from the other party and you'll win the election. I wish that we could. I wish we could have accused Robert Kennedy there. I think that would have been good. What's this? Oh, notes. Yeah? Just, okay, I guess. Ah. We can go around. No. And into doors? This is just that same civil rights legislation that was in the other room. Jennifer Taint. Sam Nelson. Oh. These rooms are connected? Do they, like, expect you to know how this place is, organized? What is the point of these rooms? Elizabeth Jancy. Brad Evans. Let's get in the car. What? Sure.
And for what's happening in Vietnam, the helicopter is finally coming of age as a weapon, proving its worth time and again in the bitter South Vietnam.
I agree. That would be nice. I've only been watching this like a minute or two at a time because I'm at work. I'm so lost, dude. Well, we are JFK. This is an alternate timeline, Ash, where JFK survived the assassination attempt and is now trying to solve his own assassination while also getting reelected. Helicopter coming of age.
Mr. President,
How?
this just arrived for you. I would have had it processed with your other mail, but it's labeled confidential, so I figured I would show it to you first.
Our America meter dropped.
Sam, do you have to bug me with every detail?
Inventor of Tate mode.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. President.
America decreasing. All right, let's make proclamations on Vietnam. What's with this music? Start meeting.
Let's get started, gentlemen. Jim, I want your read on the situation in Vietnam.
As you know, sir, the political situation is volatile. Diem's fall last month destabilized an already shaky situation. General Minh, the current president, appears uninterested in leading the country. We've heard rumors of another coup. Ambassador Reams believes the current regime could fall as early as January.
Respond.
Yes, I'm aware of the uncertainty. How would you characterize the overall U.S. effort toward turning back the communists, General?
Not good, sir. The 16,000 advisors we have in place can't do much. They are limited to training the South Vietnamese army. To complicate matters, the villages are proving to be a formidable supply line for the communists. While the country's peasants accept our help, They apparently side with the communists by providing food, shelter, and munitions.
I like how you can clearly tell that like they just put the table and the wall in the same like little video clip as the video of these guys who, by the way, they look like they were recorded and then they were re-recorded off of a TV playing footage of them or something. Like they look so fuzzy even for an FMV game. It was made by the aliens who assassinated JFK to throw us off course. Yeah, they did say someone or something moving in the window, right? Can we do something crazy like just give up right now? I don't know. I don't think we can. Wonder, suggestions?
We can't fight the whole damn country. We need the peasants on our side.
The peasants?
What can we do? Are there any suggestions?
How about a propaganda blitz citing atrocities perpetrated on the Vietnamese people by the communists? Rumors circulated by our agents in the field, backed up by graphic leaflets, could do the trick.
Another opinion.
That's an interesting idea. Have you got any suggestions, Tom?
The only way to combat such a diffused network is with a whole lot of men beating the bushes out in the countryside.
Beating their meat out in the
It's
countryside.
going to have to go on the ground and in a big way. Our current role as advisors is next to useless.
Angry, I
now
hate
you. Listen to me, Tom. We are in Vietnam at the request of that government. We are advisors, nothing more. Do you read me? We start getting boys killed over there and we're in big trouble politically. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Ask a question.
Now, how close are we to winning this thing?
If things turn around a bit, we could be victorious in 6 to 12 months.
Within 6
months. The key is control of the Ho Chi Minh Trail, an ancient north-south supply route used by traders for centuries. The trail is really nothing more than a network of primitive paths through some of the densest jungle in the world.
I love when FMVs try to be economic and half their body is static, so it goes out of sync. They literally let you win Vietnam, huh? Really? I don't know what you get. Like, what does the number 4 mean? Does that mean it takes 4 hours to do one of these things? Was it Nixon in 64? I don't know. I'm not really that familiar with that presidential history. I don't give a shit about the presidents most of the time. Except in like recent memory, like my lifetime. End meeting. We didn't make any decisions.
I hope you're right, Paul. The last thing we want is to have our boys crawling around in the jungle. Thanks
have
for the
our
briefing,
boys
gentlemen.
crawling around in the
Keep
crib.
me posted on new developments.
Yeah, we JFK'd all over that. We already looked at this. Can I write this down? 214555. What was the last numbers? 0529. Let's write down this phone number. Can we call this guy? Can we make a phone call? What was the number? 214. What? Oh, okay. Why was there a compartment in the phone with a little president book in it? I took a history class in 6th form and it was like all 20th century American history for the entire first year and it basically caused me to drop out. Why? What the fuck is 6th form? I don't even know what that is. Graphy. Phones used to have those, I think, to store your phone numbers in. It's like breast forms. Oh, okay, of course. Is he gonna pick up?
Draken Investigation Agency, may I help you?
May I speak with Bill Strachan, please?
I'm sorry. He's unable to come to the phone.
He's unable to come. Impatient.
Just great. Who the hell is this?
This is Sylvia Hall. I was Mr. Strachan's secretary.
I need some information about a case Strachan was working on. Let me talk to someone who can help me.
Well, there's nobody here but me, and I don't feel much like talking. Bye.
I also took a politics class because I wanted to read Marxist theory and spend the year learning about how the British electoral system works. That must have been very exciting. When do we get to call Marilyn Monroe? Ah!
He's unable to come.
Oh, the guy you're phoning's dead. I'm not in the mood to talk. Bye. Wait, did she say he was dead? Oh my. Boy, oh boy. This is so boring. Can something happen? Let's go get in our limo.
Hello, sir. Where to today?
What FBI headquarters?
The FBI building.
Certainly, sir.
Certainly, sir. What is... Hi.
Hello, Mr. President. What brings you this way?
Ignore her. Oh. Did she not? That's what I heard. Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice if she said that. I like how she just looks down. Oh, the president ignored me.
Hello, Mr. President. What brings you this way?
What are you doing? Oh, well, oh, that's very nice. You are tanking JFK's karma meter. All right, let's
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here's tonight's top story. Only 4 minutes after taking off from Montreal in a driving rainstorm, a Canadian 4-engine jet plunged to earth and burned. All 118 persons aboard were killed in Canada's worst air disaster.
This broadcast paid for by the helicopter lobby.
To the fact that they were caught in a Montreal traffic jam. They missed their flight. Pope Paul VI ended the second session of Rome's Ecumenical Council with a precedent-shattering statement. He announced that he will, quote, visit the land from whence Peter set forth, end quote. Pope Paul will be the first of his successors to return to the Holy Land. Many see the Pope's Holy Land pilgrimage as an advance for better relations among churches of all faiths. That's all for tonight's news, but remember, same time, same place.
A president-shattering statement. JFK Paragon or Renegade. We have to make him as evil as possible. Many in New Hampshire concerned with education. Foreign aid a sore subject in New Hampshire. New report links cigarettes with cancer. Alright. Okay, nobody came to visit us today. Let's try calling, Rafkin?
Hello?
Fake name.
Hello, Mr. Rafkin? This is Kevin Brudeman with the Dallas Police. I have a few questions for you about November 22nd.
Look, you guys have got to stop calling me. I've told you everything I know.
What? JFK can just impersonate like a police officer? Let's do a civil rights meeting. This is probably gonna be really bad. Oh, of course, we're meeting with 6 white guys for the civil rights meeting.
Let's get started, gentlemen. I'd like to discuss the civil rights situation.
Since you've brought it up, Mr. President, I'd like to say that personally, I don't understand why this administration is going out on a limb for a civil rights bill that has no chance of passing. I think we should go back to our original strategy, prosecuting civil rights violators and registering the Southern Negro voter.
We've tried that, Paul, and it doesn't work. We can't solve this problem one lawsuit at a time. We need legislation. And this bill can pass. We had a great reaction after the March on Washington in August. If we can continue creating positive displays of the Negro protest, we can get this bill through Congress.
Aren't you forgetting that we also have to convince a number of congressmen and senators to vote for this bill?
I haven't forgotten that, Paul. I'm just confident that we can accomplish that task as well.
End discussion.
That's all the information I'll need for now, gentlemen. Thank you for the update.
I called you all in here to sit here for 5 minutes. I wasted half of the day. Let's go ride the limo. Let's go back to FBI.
Hello, sir. Where to today?
We tried that, Paul. The
FBI building.
The JFK impression
Certainly,
is
sir.
so funny. The FBI building. This is John H. Bennedy. I'm calling from the donut shop. Driver, take me to Dave and Buster's.
Hello, Mr. President. Back again. The director isn't in, sir. I'm very sorry, sir, but the director is not in, and I can't allow anyone in while he isn't here. Not even you, Mr. President.
JFK forces himself into Van Owen's office. FBI director outraged. Approval rating dips. Edicia magnime nihin uis mod volu patendidunt umir o laurit dodore pa magnalaquiam attendidunt ut mir laurit doloripa magnalaquiam erat volapat. Oh, we were kicked out. Oh, so they published that paper immediately after we were thrown out of the FBI headquarters.
Hello, sir. Where to today?
Wish. She's summoning JFK. We are JFK. We're entrapping his spirit into a soul crystal. Yeah, we're gonna use him to cast a spell. Let's go to Lincoln Mem.
The Lincoln Memorial.
Certainly, sir.
Certainly, sir. Something about JFK being slapped over these buttons. Also, this looks really weird and fake. Alright, Mr. Kennedy, we're gonna have to climb up into Lincoln's lap and get some advice from the big man. What? There's nothing to do here. Yeah, they've never made a giant Abraham Lincoln. I just mean, it looks like it's like photoshopped in there or something. Wow, it's just like the back of the $5 bill.
The Jefferson Memorial.
Certainly, sir.
What are these flowers? Yeah, I'm not reading all that. What? Why can you even go here? Is this like something that like JFK can memorize and like bring up in like a civil rights discussion? Oh, gentlemen, but the Jefferson Memorial says we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
The Washington Monument.
Certainly, sir.
JFK breaking into the FBI and then taking the next week to stand in front of monuments. It's inspiration, you know. Let's watch
Air
TV.
disaster strikes in stormy North America for the second time this week. Following a Canadian crash earlier in the week, this plane bound for Philadelphia from Puerto Rico went down during a storm near Elkton, Maryland. All 81 persons aboard were killed in the crash that some experts attribute to a bolt of lightning. A contingent of servicemen arrives home from Vietnam as part of the Department of Defense's troop rotation policy. This is neither a reduction nor an increase of forces, just a rotation. So welcome home to those returning and best wishes to all those soldiers heading overseas. That's all the news for now, so until tomorrow, good night.
What was that Elfton? Oh, it's of course Elfton, where JFK will go to campaign to the elves. Polls show New Yorkers concerned with economy. Studebaker production ended in United States. Greer says defense cuts will close bases. I thought they said the last thing was the Hindenburg and I was going insane. No, I said that. Yes.
Lorem ipsum dolor sidamet, consecteter adipusing elite. Integer gravita anti-EU DUI sodels pulvinar. Morbi pretium vivera fugiat. Nunc fossibus legilicaret molesti bibendum.
The way that he's pronouncing that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think you shied away from the idea of doing a JFK voice. It's kind of infectious, you know. Arg! Why is that damaging you, 8 lives? Oh, I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I just stopped by to invite you and Jackie out to lunch next week. I couldn't help but notice that confidential envelope on your desk. Is there anything in there I should know about?
Yes.
It's got some information about the assassination attempt.
Can I look at it?
No.
Don't bother. It's nothing.
Okay. Well, I hope you both can make it. I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh no, Robert. It's just some confidential information about the assassination attempt. No, don't bother looking at it. Don't even bother. It's nothing. Don't concern yourself with it. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Ilya. That guy's literally twiddling his thumbs. Alright, start meeting.
Gentlemen, let's get started. I'd like to get a rundown of the people who'll be running against me in this election.
There's only one Democrat willing to run against you, Mr. President. It's Andrew Sharp, the senator from Georgia. He's pretty conservative for a Democrat, and as you can imagine, he's against the Civil Rights Bill.
That's putting it mildly, Sam. Sharp's a staunch segregationist, sir. He does support entitlement programs for the needy, though. His biggest support comes from the southern states.
Evidence about the assassination? At this time of year? At this time of day? In this part of the country? Localized entirely within the Oval Office?
Thank you, sons. That's very good. That's very good. Within the Oval Office. Oh, thank you, Stuns. Continue.
What are Sharp's views on Vietnam?
He claims that he would be more aggressive in dealing with the communist forces in Vietnam. I think he'd escalate our efforts over there.
I don't think he's much to worry about. Now, on the Republican side, there are 3 men and 1 woman that I believe will announce their candidacies very soon. They are James Decker, Glenn Hansen, Oliver Buckman, and Mary Misson.
I think your biggest threat will be from Glenn Hansen. He's the governor of Pennsylvania and a progressive Republican.
This guy's
Hansen
face.
thinks the government should be less involved in private business. He endorses the Civil Rights Bill, and as for Vietnam, he supports our position as advisors over there.
Personally, I think James Decker, the Colorado senator, could be a problem. The guy's got a strong following among the very conservative members of his party.
Oh my. This guy screams his talking voice. I think that Dodo was mentioning that as well. Someone was. That guy's extreme, like... It's like very exaggerated mouth movements.
What are Decker's views on the basic issues?
Decker.
He wants the government to stop interfering with private business, and he's against the Civil Rights Bill because he feels the state should deal with the issue themselves. As for Vietnam, I believe he'd go to combat.
He'd go to combat.
Tell me about the other candidates.
Oliver Buckman, the senator from Illinois, is
Oliver
very similar
Buckman.
to Glenn Hansen. Like Hansen, Buckman doesn't like the government to be involved in private business any more than it has to. He supports the Civil Rights Bill, and he supports the U.S.'s current position in Vietnam.
Buckman's problem is that he doesn't have the popular support that Hansen has. I don't think Buckman's going to be in this race for long.
I agree with Fred. Buckman doesn't have the political clout to win the Republican nomination. He'll probably drop out early.
The fourth Republican contender is Senator Mary Misson from Rhode Island. She is a self-proclaimed moderate Republican who supports the Civil Rights Bill and is willing to vote for legislation that affects private enterprise. She's got a lot of support in New England and the northern industrial states.
There's one candidate you won't have to worry about. This country is definitely not ready to accept a woman as president. So that's it for the candidates, Mr. President. Decker, Hansen, Buckman, and Misson for the Republicans, and you and Sharp for the Democrats.
Another thing we need to discuss, Mr. President, is your campaign slogan. I've met with the advertising agency and they've come up with 4 choices. I need you to decide which one you want.
Please.
The first one is all the way with JFK. Second, 4 more in 64. Third, Kennedy. Again. And finally, let's keep the country moving.
I like that last one, because it plays off your slogan from the last election. Let's get the country moving again. It was very effective.
Our new slogan idea is 69 with JFK. It has to be Kennedy again. Hey, Skeleton Wit, also. American political positions are so insane, and I mean, this seems like kind of normal compared to the shit that we've had for the past, I don't know, since like the Bush era. A human did not rate this. Let's get other opinions.
That's a good point, Sam. Any other opinions?
4 more in 64 sounds too impersonal. I prefer Kennedy again.
I agree. I think Kennedy, again, is excellent. It's simple and straightforward. Which one do you like, sir?
What are we gonna choose? If all these guys like Kennedy again, we can't pick it. These guys are all squares. The guy in the middle left is voiced like a fucking Oblivion NPC. All the way with JFK is funny because it sounds like it's sex, but Kennedy again is the best. Kennedy again. Yeah, Kennedy again. Alright, we'll go with Kennedy again.
I like Kennedy again. That's the one we should go with.
I couldn't agree more, sir. I'll let the advertising agency know of your decision.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Fred. Now that that's settled, I'd say that this meeting is adjourned.
Oh boy, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Let's like harass that one guy that we called again. Oh, we can't even call him anymore. Oh, Knuckle Magical. Welcome.
Hello, Miss Parson. This is Kevin Bruderman with the Dallas Police. I have a few questions for you about November 22nd.
Yeah, like what?
I really want to hang up, but we should just ask
Where
something.
were you when the shots were fired at the president?
Do you want the truth or the story Bob made me tell you guys before?
Tell me lies. Just fucking tell me lies. I don't give a shit anymore.
Let's try the truth.
Bob Rafkin and I were at a motel. We used to go to a motel every Friday at lunch, if you know what I mean. Anyway, when we got back to work, and Bob found out what happened in his office, he just flipped. He starts making up stories about where we were, calling friends to vouch for us, yelling about his wife and what she would say if she found out about us. He fell apart. Then that toe breaks off our relationship and fires me. Now I haven't got a job or a man, if you could call Bob Rafkin a man. Look, am I going to get into trouble for lying to the police? I only did it because he made me. Then he drops me.
Impatient.
Look, I don't have time for your sob stories, lady. Someone tried to kill the president. Can you tell me anything that is relevant to that topic?
No, I can't. Goodbye.
Somebody tried to kill the president, who is definitely not me. Ooh, boy. Oh. It sounds like there's someone around. There was like a sound of typing or something. Oh! What is this? The basement? What the hell kind of room is this? Just a big empty room with like lights and vents and then a single painting and a big rug? And like a door with two like electric candelabras on either side? Hello, Pancake. How are you doing? Oh, okay, this is the room where we had the civil rights discussion, right? The designated civil rights room. Oh. This is where you fight different Shenmue NPCs and unlock the duck race.
You may believe you're seeing a flying saucer that's landed on water when you see it for the first time, but that's how futuristic the new British lifeboat looks. This craft was designed for rescues at sea when a disabled vessel is surrounded by fire. It is covered with steel and plastic with an asbestos lining, and although it emerges blackened, it comes through the fire test with great success.
Asbestos.
Now for the sports news. Midshipmen boast about the Navy being famous for its big guns, a statement that certainly rings out loud and clear about their big gunning quarterback, Roger Staubach. This year's Heisman Trophy was awarded to Staubach as the nation's outstanding college player. Roger is cool and collected under pressure with a sixth sense to do the right thing on the field at the right time. That's all the news for now, so until tomorrow, good night.
Oh my. What's in the paper?
Roger is cool.
Thank you, Emily. He is cool. Big male guns. Some big guns on those seamen, yeah. JFK unveils simple slogan. Kennedy. Again. Hotel fire in Georgia injures 40 people. Reds open Berlin Wall for holiday crossing. Would the papers really call the USSR just the Reds?
Hello, Mr. President. I've got a few things I'd like to discuss with you about your re-election campaign. I've assembled some figures for you to use to make some financial decisions. They are in that folder on your desk.
All right, Ross. Where should we start?
You've got $1 million in your war chest. Campaign contributions are a little low right now, but that's only because you haven't done much campaigning yet. As the season wears on, your contributions will increase, especially if you participate in fundraising events.
Continue.
Okay. What do I need to decide right now?
First, you need to determine how much money you want to allocate to advertising. Considering how far away the election is, you probably don't want to allocate very much right now.
No, all of
The
it.
second issue is whether you'd like to do some preliminary polling on the other candidates. If you want polling information, you'll need to allocate some funds for that as well. And finally, you need to okay the amount allocated for security. If that figure is unacceptable to you, feel free to adjust it.
You know, I already survived a assassination attempt, so I feel pretty confident about that. I want to put all my advertising, all my money into advertising on television and radio and print and banners. You know, we don't really need to poll. I'm pretty confident we're gonna win, so we're gonna put banners from coast to coast. Banners from Washington, D.C. to San Francisco. As far as the eye can see, and even farther than that. As many miles as it takes. Can I not just type in a number? Come on. Graffy, I think you're going to have to like carry this balance forward. What do you mean? What do you mean? Please be the first president to default. Someone please help me balance my budget. My country is dying. Hope you can get assassinated at a different time this game. Let's put in 5,000 for security. I think that's more than enough. 400,000 for banners. I was really hoping we could get to 69,000 for print, but well, we need to do at least 150,000 for print and 150,000 for radio. All right, that's good. I think that this is all fine. So there will be ads on every 20 minutes that just say Kennedy again, and banners that say Kennedy again, worldwide, everywhere. I'm finished. Hello, Chimera. Welcome. If you have enough banners, they can never see to assassinate you.
I've made my decisions, Ross. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm looking forward to a very successful campaign.
Ooh, yeah.
And on my way out, I'll schedule a meeting through your secretary to discuss campaign touring with you.
How could we possibly fail? We can't meet for Vietnam. All right, who can we harass on the phone today? Oh, nobody. Unfortunate. Let's go to the FBI office and see if that guy is there, rifling through the cabinets.
Hello, sir. Where to today?
Hello, sir.
The FBI building.
Certainly, sir.
This must be exactly what it's like to be president. What a fucking awesome job. Do some prank calls to 911. You're the president. It's fine. I wish. I was really hoping we could just manually dial in numbers. I think they were forbidden. Maybe they're closed. The FBI is closed because we spent all their money on banners. Why was he so quiet? This is like some aliens music. Okay, there's nothing here. Let's just go. Let's just go to the TV. Unfortunately, due to budget cuts, the FBI has had to close. Thank you for all your years of support. Yeah, it's, you know, one good thing that could come out of this. Graphy, what if you made another insane accusation? We could try that. I wanna click on Vietnam again though and see if we can make any decisions. What air disaster happened
our final
today?
Story. Berliners remember times before the wall was built, times when families were free to visit each other regularly. This Christmas, the Wall of Shame will be open to the free people of the city for the first time since it was built. Tens of thousands of West Berliners are already lining up daily for passes to visit relatives and friends imprisoned behind the wall since the summer of 1961. It is estimated that almost 500,000 people have applied to cross into communist East Berlin during the 16-day period that the wall remains open. So until tomorrow, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Bank robbers in Texas make off with $250,000. Tourism in nation's capital at record high. Brazilian diplomat visits United States. That's the assassin, definitely. They said Berliners. The cringe wall. Oh, the question mark button just tells you who's in the scene. Okay, thank you. That's good to know. Let's go to Vietnam. Start meeting.
Mr. President, there are indications that the communists have stepped up the flow of insurgents down the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Intelligence also shows increased construction activity on the trail, indicating a move to improve transportation capabilities. I would advise preemptory airstrikes at targets along the trail.
Angry.
Paul, didn't you tell me that the trail was just a network of old footpaths?
Yes, I did, sir.
You fucking idiot, Paul.
Then what's going on? I want answers I can count on.
I'm sorry, sir, but we've just processed new recon photos that indicate far more activity on the trail than even a week ago.
Albert F. Kennedy, Attorney General. Oh, he's Secretary of Defense, and he didn't even know that. Walter Tyler? Impatient.
What's the point, Paul?
Well, sir, the photos show concentrated construction at 7 points along the trail. Bunkers that could be anti-aircraft emplacements and what appear to be bridge pylons just west of Dak To and Kam Duk.
Angry.
Aren't the South Vietnamese capable of handling this?
Unfortunately, no. We feel that the terrain and jungle cover would require a more surgical strike than anything the Vietnamese are currently capable of.
Why did our America meter went up a little bit? Why? Is that our approval?
Could the South Vietnamese be trained to handle the mission, Paul?
Certainly they could, sir. However, time is short, and the political situation has distracted the high-level officers in Saigon.
Angry.
I don't care about a bunch of two-bit generals and their political aspirations. What I do care about is our boys, the image of America, and re-election.
I understand, sir.
So what we're talking here is involvement of U.S. combat troops in Vietnam?
Yes, sir. In a limited capacity.
Limited, huh? Americans love when their president is psycho. Making prank phone calls and just like walking up to monuments and immediately leaving. Give me 1 second. Give me one moment, you guys. All this politicking speech is making me break out in hives. That's pretty nasty. What I do care about is boys. Boys, boys, boys. I never watched The West Wing. I assume it's just like this. I mean, it's just, who's that guy? It's like Martin Sheen or somebody. He's the president for like 1 million seasons. Comments?
Are there any other comments?
I believe a change in our role in Vietnam from advisory to combat would be premature at this point, sir. The move would be interpreted by the communists as a provocation. They will argue that the action validates their presence there.
And it would be tough to settle the people, Mr. President. We've been telling them all along we're there to train, not fight.
I say wait, Mr. President. Any combat action right now will hurt your chances for re-election.
The way I see it, doing nothing while the communists march on South Vietnam will kill your chances for re-election. What do you want to do?
I want to do nothing.
For now, we'll remain in an advisory capacity.
All right, sir.
End meeting.
Thank you for your time, gentlemen.
I'm so sleepy. The elder Emilio Estevez. Let's make another accusation.
Hi, Jack. Who's responsible for the shooting?
Oh man. Who even are all these guys? The Camel.
The Camel.
Is that his real name?
Real name.
Yes, as far as I know.
Why did he do it?
For love.
Is anyone else involved?
Yes.
Yes.
The Camel. Who else? Wait, Jennifer... No, I was thinking of Sharon Tate. Never mind. Robert Rafkin.
Robert Rafkin.
Is that his real name?
No, that's an alias.
What's his real name?
Robert Rafkin.
Why did he do it?
For power.
Is anyone else involved?
No.
Can you prove this, or is it mere suspicion?
I can prove this, Bobby.
Well, Mr. President, you seem to have established probable cause, but I'm not totally sold on this theory. I can get an arrest warrant based on what you've told me, or you could do some more research. What do you want to do?
Get a warrant.
I'm pretty confident about this one, Bobby. I'd like you to get an arrest warrant.
For the Camel.
I'll get right on it.
What? Where's the Camel? The Attorney General's office is actively investigating Robert Rafkin, an executive working in the Dallas County Records Building, for possible involvement in the attempt on President Kennedy's life last November. Inside sources say the accusation came directly from the president. Yeah. And the Camel mysteriously going unnamed, huh? Yeah, I know. I can't wait for Graffy to accidentally start nuclear war with Switzerland by picking the Camel 4 times. Who is the Camel?
On the international news front, West Berliners are lining up by the tens of thousands for their sad retreat across the border, after seeing relatives for the first time since the Wall of Shame was erected in the summer of 1961. The Berlin Wall is being resealed as the 16-day pass agreement comes to an end. On the lighter side of things, the secret? Hard work, plain diet, and plenty of laughter, they say. That's what the French people who live high in the alpine village of Chambéry attribute their long lives to. 38 of 380 residents have a combined age of 3,200 years, an average of more than 84 years. People here don't even think about retiring until they're 90.
What?
That's all the news for now, so
Hey,
until
Clow,
tomorrow,
how are you doing?
good night.
Their families are going back in the Disney vault. Kennedy gets mixed reviews. President Kennedy received mixed reviews for his indictment of a man known as the Camel, an alleged assassin, and Robert Rafkin, an executive working in the Dallas County Records Building. While there is strong public support for the capture of the Camel, many people feel that Rafkin is innocent. The thoughts of many were expressed by Karen Jacoby, a Maryland housewife, when she said, "I can't understand why Kennedy would do something this damaging to someone when he hasn't got any proof." Good. I am drinking purple corn tea. What? Purple corn tea? What does it taste like? Kennedy receives a 60 on Metacritic. Yeah. I'm going to fucking lose it about the camel. Make that the main character in your game. Kennedy on Vietnam. Stay in advisory role. Most racial bearers in housing banned. Bus accident in Ohio leaves 4 injured. Hey Declan. How's it going? How are you? It's great to catch a graphy stream on a Monday. Yeah, it's a rare event. This is a President's Day stream. Just for President's Day. Normally I would not stream on Monday. It warms my heart to know there is such strong public support for the capture of the camel. Me too, 8 Lives. As the president. Let's do more campaign.
Hello, Mr. President.
You feeling okay?
The FCC requires that every candidate be given equal time to present his views. And I mean every candidate, including some kook who advocates disbanding the entire government. The TV stations just can't afford it.
And the only reason you could debate Mr. Nixon in 1960 was because the FCC rules were suspended as an experiment. It doesn't look like that will happen again.
JFK just arresting a new person or two once a week for his assassination attempt without any evidence and just goes back to work. Reminds me of barley tea a little. It's got that weedy, starchy flavor. Quite nice. Very good. I've had some barley tea before and it's quite tasty. In honor of the presidents. We all love all American presidents here. We revere the president as a God, Christ figure of the government and the executor of divine will on earth through the immense power of the United States government and military apparatus. Yes. I will personally suck the president for his very good behavior and attitude. Thank you. Great. Oh, those are Drops Camelot emotes. Yes. This reminds me of Harvester. Yeah, it's kind of like what if Harvester was trying to be normal, completely normal. Respond.
I wouldn't have won without those debates.
Actually, the whole thing works in your favor, Mr. President. In 60, you were running against the vice president. He was much more well-known than you were. Sharing a stage with him made you appear as equals. Now you don't want to allow anyone to appear equal with you.
Fred's right. You were in the driver's seat for this election. Why allow anyone to appear equal to the president? Besides, what if you were asked about something that could compromise the security of the United States? You'd be forced to lie. Any way you look at it, this works in your favor.
Huh?
All right. You've convinced me. Let's move on.
That's all we need to discuss, sir.
What? That's it?
Good. I'll see you all later.
Good. Well, let's accuse somebody. Robert,
Hi, Jack.
I've got the guy this time.
Who's responsible for the shooting?
The camel.
The camel.
Is that his real name?
Real name.
Yes, as far as I know.
Why did he do it?
For money.
Is anyone else involved?
No, just the camel.
Can you prove this, or is it mere suspicion?
I can prove it.
I can prove this, Bobby.
Well, Mr. President, you seem to have established probable cause, but I'm not totally sold on this theory. I can get an arrest warrant based on what you've told me.
Yeah, get an
or you could
arrest
do some
warrant
more
for the
research.
camel, Robert.
What
Shut
do
the
you wanna
fuck up. Just go do it. You know I want you to get the
I'm
warrant.
pretty confident about this one, Bobby.
Get the hell out of here.
I'd like you to get an arrest warrant.
Alright.
I'll get right on it.
He can prove his Bobby. We are the man, his elf. You're going to trust them after the dirt roads incident? What the fuck are you talking about? Also, what is this? I'm not reading all that shit. No fucking way. Historic Oval Office furnishings. Great, I do not care. This must be some kind of... What? 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 What the hell is this? What is this, National Treasure? Yeah, I know we didn't even notice this yet. This seems like some actual like adventure game shit right here. This is where you enter the presidential cheat code. I love this weird, mysterious musicals thing, like you're about to uncover the real White House. Yeah. Thought I was missing class this whole time, but I don't have it because it's Cheeseburger Mickey Mouse God King Day. Well, I'm glad you didn't miss class. I guess it's fine if you miss once in a while, though. Perfect game to jump in an hour into it. Yeah, we are JFK, Declan. We are JFK. This must be the manual for keep talking and nobody explodes. Is that the game that "Oh, I'm Die, Thank You Forever" came from? I don't know what this means. Command equals mail. We just looked at that. Spies. I don't know. Seems like some bullshit to me. Is there really a rocking chair in the Oval Office? We might as well just end the day.
Reflections on the 1963 sports year as it winds down show it as another great one to be remembered. Baseball enjoyed a gala season from opening day when right-hander John F. Kennedy threw out the first pitch right down to the Dodgers' 4-game World Series sweep. Sandy Koufax's strikeout power reduced the mighty Yankees to toothpicks, with his pitching power winning the first and last games of the series for the Dodgers. For the first time ever in the track and field world, John Pennell cleared the 17-foot pole vault barrier. In golf, Jack Nicklaus won the Masters crown to fulfill his promise after winning the Open
I thought
crown.
he was gonna kiss that guy for a second.
The Toronto Maple Leafs defeated the Detroit Red Wings to take hockey's Stanley Cup for the second
Man,
year
I don't
in
give
a
a
row.
fuck about any of this.
So until tomorrow, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
You would hate that game. It would make you literally so angry. Why? Graphite, am I allowed to draw you over JFK Reloaded? What do you mean, over like a screenshot of the game? Sure. Graphite entered a JFK-sized body while playing Juggernaut. This game, I would like a little more Juggernaut to be in this game, maybe. They did mention Juggernaut in a note. JFK should dual-wield swords, I think. Yeah, I think that would help him on the campaign trail. It's really fun, but not that hard. Oh. Well, they said John F. Kennedy. That's you. Huh? Alright, we'll go to the end of the day. Is there a different broadcast?
Reflections on the 19...
Yeah, go... No. The camel did it, says Robert F. Kennedy. The man referred to as the camel is responsible for firing the shots at the president last November, says the Attorney General. The camel, also known as Frank Finn, is a professional assassin wanted in conjunction with several other murders unrelated to the presidential shooting. Unfortunately, he has never been apprehended. Apparently, President Kennedy himself presented authorities with evidence implicating the alleged gunman. We did not present any evidence whatsoever. Even if the camel is guilty, the question remains, who hired him and why? Physicals to be given to draft registrants. New cigarettes list tar and nicotine content. Racial protests in Alabama and Mississippi. Great. We go to bed. The camel did it.
Look, Mr. President, I've been thinking. We're not making much progress on the investigation. Maybe that confidential envelope has some important information in it.
I've already told you, Bobby. It's nothing. Forget about it.
Fine, fine. I won't mention it again. I'll speak with you later.
Did we get the camel's real name out of that? I guess we did. The camel, Juggernaut / Dallas. But this guy was dead. Bill Strachan. This guy, he almost looks like Jello Biafra to me. Do we have anybody we can call? No. Nobody wants to talk to John F. Kennedy. Oh, what are we gonna do now? Let's go to Vietnam strategy.
Mr. President, Senator Edwards is here to see you.
Yeah, Frank Finn. He's a shark furry.
Hello, Mr. President. Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
Direct.
Yes, well, I have a full agenda today, so let's get started.
I just wanted to inform you of what we on Capitol Hill think of your recent decision on Vietnam policy.
I'm not interested in that.
With all due respect, Josephine, I can't take the time to check in with Congress every time I make a decision. I appreciate you taking the time to come over, but please use my time more wisely in the future.
Yes, sir. Well, since I'm already here, can't I at least give you a quick take on the situation?
No.
I think I've made myself clear, Senator. I don't have time for this. Have a good day.
Sorry to bother you, sir. Goodbye.
The frame that it kept freezing her face on while she was talking was like, looked so dejected. Like she was really hopeful. No, I keep going in there by accident. I don't think there's any reason to go in any of these rooms.
Hello, sir. Where to today?
Hello, sir. Let's go to FBI and see if we can go in.
The FBI building.
Certainly, sir.
This game is pretty boring. Like, if you were actually trying to play this game, we're not allowed in there anymore because we barged into that guy's office. We just are forbidden. Ah, what a shame.
Where would you like to go, Mr. President?
We'll go to White House.
White House.
At your service, sir.
Can't believe the camel is the correct answer. Well, what if he's completely unrelated? What if the camel is an assassin, but he's totally innocent? Damn, our choices matter. Let's... Did we get any... Juggernaut / Dallas? What? Latent prints. From the records building. Jason Alvarado. I wonder if we can call him now that we have his phone number. Maybe we can call all of them. Elliot Balder. Alright, let's try and maybe we can make some phone calls. Yeah. I can't wrap my hand around taking this seriously. It must be very hard on its own, yeah? Actually playing this game.
Hello?
Hello? Mr. Alvarado? This is Jack Kennedy.
Yeah, right. And I'm Herbert Hoover.
Okay, so I'm not Kennedy and you're not Hoover. Would you mind answering a few questions about the attempt to kill Kennedy?
Look, I don't know who you are, and I am not telling you anything.
What the hell? This is a game made for suburban American dads and no one else. It's kind of hard to imagine that they thought this game was gonna sell. Like, what was going on in the 90s? That, like, they thought this was a good idea. How can you hear that accent and not immediately want to fuck around and make people want to say saying things? I know, right? It's like they should have leaned more into making it, I don't know, like less quote unquote respectful.
Hello?
Real name.
Hello, Miss Kavanaugh? This is Jack Kennedy.
Is this some kind of joke?
I'm not joking, Miss Kavanaugh. I'm really Jack Kennedy. I just want to ask you a few questions about the shooting. Would you mind talking with me?
Are you kidding? I'd love to talk with you. And you can call me Sarah. What would you like to know?
She's a Kennedy fan. It's like it wants to be edutainment, but it barely teaches you anything. Yeah, it's kind of, and it's already an alternate history game, so like what can this hope to teach anyone? I don't know. It's not like it's a very like multi-dimensional or nuanced view of like the issues of the time or anything. Ask question.
What do you know about the assassination attempt, Sarah?
Well, gee, the week before you came to Dallas, a man came into the county records office where I work.
How
and
long
asked for a copy of the blueprints for the building.
is this game?
He seemed a little weird, but I gave them to him, and he left.
Why would you just hand out the blueprints of a building to someone? It seems so stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you give them to someone and then let them leave with the blueprints? That makes no sense at all. The memorial statues and exploring the White House were for little kids to do if they can't understand the game. That's a good point. I think the kids could get a lot of fun out of that. God, please let us have sex in this game. If only. If only. Would you believe me if I told you there are no entries for how long to beat? Oh boy. Do we have to beat this game then? Is there even a walkthrough available for this game? It ends with the election, presumably, and we are in January. Oh my god, that would take so... that would take so fucking long. Time to sleep through the year. I'm pretty sure you can still get blueprints and floor plans for public buildings. Really? Why?
Did he tell you his name?
No, he didn't. I really don't have any information about him.
There are zero guides. Great.
Is there anything you can tell me that you didn't tell the police?
Actually, I do remember one thing about him that
I am not becoming a little baby.
but it's kind of silly. The guy had really long eyelashes. I mean, really long. They looked fake, they were so long. I
Every time he blinked his eyes, his eyelashes would whip across the room and knock things off my desk. You are already there. No! No! Hickey neat JFK. I just gonna sleep all day, every day. There's a 4 hours or so long play, really?
Not exactly, but I do appreciate your time. Thank you, Sarah. Goodbye.
I feel so sleepful. Miss Kenneth Dalton. The amount of trial and error it would take to play this game, considering you can call each phone number only one time.
Hello, Mrs. Dalton?
The suspect
This is,
had really long
Kevin
eyelashes.
Brueggemann with
You
the
mean,
Dallas Police.
like,
I have a few questions
a
for
camel?
you about the assassination attempt on the president.
Mom.
But I've already told the police everything I know.
Persist.
I understand that you've already been questioned, ma'am, but I was just wondering if you remembered anything that you didn't tell the police before.
No. I've already said all I've got to say. Goodbye.
That did not produce anything useful. Balder Elliot. The Elder Baldman Elliot. What? Oh. JFK's just like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm just a bit too tired. I'll have to go down and watch the TV now.
News of disaster strikes again. The vacation you'll never forget. That's how the 11-day cruise from Britain to warmer climes was advertised, and that's definitely how it will be remembered. At least by the 894 survivors of the Laconia disaster. More than 100 others are dead or missing after a small fire that started in the barbershop quickly spread throughout the ship. Engulfed in flames from stem to stern, the Greek liner was ripped apart by a series of explosions set off by the heat of the fire. That's all the news for now, so until tomorrow, good night.
Wow. The vacation you'll never forget. The president doing Phoenix Wright shit is so funny. Yeah, I know. It's like you can completely ignore policy entirely and just not do anything. The TV voice super sounds like Harvester. I can see that. The president fell asleep on the phone again. Cigarettes cause lung cancer, study shows. Oh boy. High court bans racial labeling on ballots? What? This guy again.
Hello, Mr. President.
The
How are
chicken.
you today?
I'll chit-chat with you a little bit, chicken.
I'm fine, Ross. How have you been?
Never better, sir. Never better. How's the First Lady?
She's fine, too. What's on the agenda today?
I've been arranging your travel itinerary for the campaign. I know that you need time to fully recuperate, so I haven't planned anything until February. And from there, I scheduled through the middle of April.
What have you come up with?
The
She's
itinerary
fine
is in
too.
a folder on
Fine
your
as
desk.
hell.
I've tended to concentrate on states with the most electoral votes. Like you said in the last election, you want to be where the votes are. That's especially true right before a primary. So I've tried to schedule stops in states with critical primaries as well.
Yes.
What do I need to do?
Well, you need to decide what will happen in each state. You can either give a speech or hold a fundraiser. If you choose to give a speech, just pick out a topic you want to discuss in that state.
Well, let's see. States' rights, tax reform, unemployment. Well, we need more money for banners, so I think that we should just get as much money as we can, because I think that the more banners we have, the better our chance to win this election. It seemed like as soon as we paid for all those banners, our approval went up a little bit. And here we'll talk about Cuba and Wisconsin. I'm finished.
I've made my decisions. Thank you for your time, Ross.
Anytime, Mr. President. I'll see you later.
If we don't have enough time to do anything, I guess we'll make another phone call. Maybe we can call that lady that... No? What? Do we have to look at those documents again? Did the game, like, break and now we can't make those phone calls anymore? That... Because we fell asleep during calling one of those people, we now can't call anyone? Someone mentioned some versions of this game were unbeatable. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I can believe that, considering how well put together this game is. No, man. We've already contacted every American with a phone. We can't change our $40,000 for banners. Alright. Alright, do we have anything in Vietnam now? Current troop level 16,000. We'll just sleep. I always want to see what's on TV.
A British investigation of last week's Laconia disaster that killed more than 100 persons is pending after survivors reported defective lifeboats and the lack of emergency training. The captain denied the charges, saying there was no panic and that most emergency equipment was in good order. It's not Peter Pan, but the free flight 90-meter ski jump event is a spectacular favorite that draws the largest crowd of the 12-day Olympic meet. Over 70,000 gathered for this major event where top skiers jump the length of a football field with impeccable form that provides a thrilling climax to the 9th Winter Olympics. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Very abrupt. A possible manufacturing error, believed to be present in copies marked version 1.1 in the game's about screen, has created copies of the game that are unsolvable. Really? It doesn't say 1.1 here. FTC proposes curbs on cigarette advertising. 24th Amendment ratified. Bans poll tax. Twin Towers proposed for New York. World's largest. I'm sure that nothing bad will happen to them. Those were built in the 60s? What? Evil baby ...
Yes, Paul, what is it?
Sir, we have preliminary reports of a terrorist bombing in Saigon, a stadium used exclusively by U.S. servicemen and their families.
There was a poll tax until 1964. Oh my fucking god, yeah. The United States is pretty fucking terrible in every way. Reelect the Twin Towers, an alternate universe game where... I need to play the sequel of this about the Twin Towers. Re-erect the Twin Towers. Yeah, you were a little slow in the draw there, Professor.
Go on, Paul.
Yes, sir. The two devices, probably U.S.-made aerial fragmentation grenades, exploded separately under the bleachers during a softball game.
Casualties?
Yes, sir. 2 servicemen dead and another 20 injured. 3 in serious condition.
Any indication who may have set it up?
Sir, we have reason to believe communist terrorists may have been behind it.
Of course. Of course.
What makes you think so, Jim?
The Viet Cong raided a supply depot at Bien Ho Saturday. Among the munitions taken were several cases of these fragmentation bombs.
Any idea how they were placed in the stadium?
Although used exclusively by U.S. military personnel, Pershing Stadium is not technically a part of the military apparatus there, and as such is not secured.
I
Angry.
see. So anybody can just walk right in with a pair of... How big are these things?
20 pounds, sir. About the size of a plate.
Size of a plate?
Uh-huh. Just stroll right in with a pair of 20-pound bombs, unchallenged, place them under the bleachers, hook them up and walk away? Sloppy, General. Recommendations, gentlemen?
I say hit 'em hard, sir. We have solid evidence of a Red-controlled village just over the Cambodian border north of Tay Ninh. Our reconnaissance shows what we believe to be a munitions stockpile there.
Given a few days, we could work a similar attack with operatives in Hanoi, sir, although it may jeopardize our work there. Also, there is a possibility we could locate the culprits through our network. They are undoubtedly fleeing into the countryside as we speak.
Or we could do nothing.
Wait, what? Like, is he suggesting to do this to someone else? To do the exact same thing? Oh yeah, we'll just do another terrorist bombing against them. We'll do nothing, I don't care.
I think we need to exercise caution here, gentlemen. We must pick our battles carefully, or we'll find ourselves stuck so deep in Vietnam we'll never get out. We'll do nothing for now. This meeting is adjourned.
I kind of wish we could make some, like really bad decisions. Like, just completely withdraw from Vietnam, which would actually be a great decision, but for JFK, I guess it would be bad. There's just nothing happening in this game right now. Let's watch TV.
For our final story, there's nothing amusing about this underwater Cincinnati amusement park, and ironically, the nearby River Downs racetrack has been washed away. Over 100,000 Midwesterners are being affected by the flooding Ohio River and its tributaries that are cresting over 60 feet. Appeals for federal aid are being made by the governors of those states most affected by the awesome forces of this natural disaster.
Yeah, it's fucking
so
awesome,
until
dude.
tomorrow, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
JFK turns the other cheek on a New Vegas attack. Saturn launched a record 10-ton load. Flooding in Illinois causes $1 M in damage. Don't know what that means. Awesome forces. The epic forces of this wicked disaster. Oh, on the campaign trail in Boston, Massachusetts. What the hell's going on? Oh. Emily missed it, as usual. Ooh boy. Production assistant Johnny Saigon? Sounds like a fake name. Ooh boy. Reassassinate JFK. Oh my. 2 assassination %. The Finn. Oh boy. What an amazing ending. Yeah, we just got shot and it immediately cut to credits. Nothing else. We have corrected the course of history. Where is, yeah, Lanny Minella. She's John F. Kennedy Jr.? And Jackie Kennedy? Oh man, I wish we had been able to hear that. John F. Kennedy Jr. being voiced like like Luke Triton or something. Hello, Father. I've come to solve a puzzle with you. I guess there were different voice actors from the people who played the video actors. Oh, Lanny Minella was Claire Baxter. I don't even know if we met her. Oh boy. Guerrilla Graphics. Kamige? I would say this is certainly an interesting game. Is it good? No. It's a piece of shit, but I don't know. I'm amazed that anyone...
Today, we have proven once again that Americans do not step away from the right path just because it is a difficult path. Today...
I wish they changed his death date depending on when you get killed. Leaderboards. Yeah, that would be good. That would be quite good. Oh man. This game was going to suck ass before you got killed by gun. Re-elected by gun. I would like to know, what is it? What's with those books? We gotta find that out. I don't want to try another run of this game or anything, but let's crack open old Firefox here and see if we can't find at least what we got to do with that bookshelf to get into like JFK's secret lab or whatever. Re-elect JFK game FAQs. Apparently there were 0 walkthroughs for this, but we might be able to find something. Okay, nothing. There's absolutely nothing. No one... Did anyone ever solve the suspect shooter storyline? Posted in 2016. I am wondering if it is literally unsolvable. Oh boy. Atelier of JFK. I did find a hint, really? What is it? Imagine making this and then adding in that you can still get assassinated. Literally aliens did this. No, of course they had the highest respect for John F. Kennedy. Of course. Do I have the manual for it on my desktop? I could have swore I had it. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Why don't we look at this? They said it was something to do with the furnishings, huh? Let's try that real quick. Let's try and get the books. Something to do with the furnishings. All right. Yep. Thank you, Quadra Media Interactive. I'm sure you guys are still around and making the highest quality interactive multimedia entertainment. I unironically thinking it's the camel at this point. So named for his long eyelashes, like the witness mentions. Whoopsh. All right, let's get in. I definitely think it's the camel.
Hello, Mr.
The
President.
developer's OC.
Here's that information about the assassination attempt you wanted from the police.
This is the Journeyman Project devs? What is that? I've heard of
That was a
it.
close call you had last week. You had the family really
I am
sick.
Kennedy now.
Thank
Yeah,
God you're
Monday.
okay.
That's your voice forever. Call him.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thanks,
Whoever
Booby.
did this isn't going to get away with it. Not if I can help it.
We'll find him. I'm sure of it. You'll probably want to look through that file for a while, so I'll leave you alone.
I'll speak with you later.
Why did that sound so much worse quality than anything else in the game? Alright, so we looked at that book that had, it was like furnishings of the White House or something. Yeah, look, there's a secret staircase. Did I even find this? last time? We have to find JFK's secret staircase. Okay. President's portrait. Let's write all this down. I'm gonna write this down, you guys. They just did a port of it. Ah, okay. Okay, so portrait, president's portrait, Roosevelt. Gilded vase. Wait, no, it's gotta have something to do with the, 14-volume anthology, F. Roosevelt. What could this mean? Is it just numbers? Okay, the swords are here. 2 swords. We can't look at the portrait. Are these the guest chairs? Or are these the guest chairs? 14-volume anthology? I don't fucking know. Hold on. I want to try and find reelect JFK message board from Macintosh. Reelect JFK. I've always wanted a zombie president. Thank you, TM315. Man, reelect JFK. Reelect JFK books. Reelect JFK. There's a bit of story involved in this one, not just my usual nostalgic musings and sarcastic screeds. Buckle in and try to keep up. Actually, don't buckle in. You'll never be able to keep up that way. What? As I said, you can get reelected and beat the game without ever dealing with Vietnam or the Civil Rights Bill, but you'd be missing out on most of the fun. What? You can? Let's see. Book? Secret book of photos. I went into Sam Nelson's office and found his secret book of photos of Jackie. What? What? I don't think we're gonna be able to find, like, find the solution. H game. Oh god. Most of the fun. Dealing with Vietnam. Literally just a solve the murder game. Graphite is the first person to play this game in this century. That review was from 2007. Secret passageway. Roosevelt. We're probably not going to be able to figure that out. I'm not smart enough to do that shit. Let's look at the the manual. Why don't we? Okay, great. PDF. Reelect JFK. Yeah, reelect JFK is about the dream, about what might have been if President John F. Kennedy had lived. The concept and design of this game are based on a deep respect for one of the most charismatic and popular presidents the United States of America has ever known. Although it is set against a historical background, Reelect JFK is a work of fiction. Other than the portrayal of Robert F. Kennedy as Attorney General, all characters are fictitious and are not based on any real person, either living or dead. Strange. Only Robert F. Kennedy is real? Hello.
Voltaire Evolante is hosting to One Creatures.
Thank you for the host, Voltaire Volante. Thank you. He's gonna snatch that presidency. He's a girl gone wild. It's weird how they made totally fake people do the assassination plot. Yeah, seems like they basically just turned this into like a wacky adventure game, even though they're like, it's made with a deep respect for John F. Kennedy Jr. John F. Kennedy. I guess he's regular John F. Kennedy. New and exciting TTS. Yeah, that guy only comes up when a raid happens. Tips for successful gameplay. Don't just wait for things to happen to you. Move around and explore your environment. Remember, you are the president. Who knows what you will find or where you will find it. Watch the cursor for clues about where you can go and what you can look at. In Reelect JFK, there are a number of puzzles to be solved and clues to be assembled. You will need these in order to access secret files, uncover hidden passageways, and otherwise enjoy the game to its fullest. Look for codes, combinations, and then think carefully on how and where they may be used. Save the game often. If you don't like the way a conversation came out, restore the game and try that day again. Sometimes you will have to, quote-unquote, play hardball, but don't offend the wrong people. Pay attention to which issues people want to hear about when you're on your campaign trail. You need every vote you can get. Remember, this is the 1960s, not the 1990s. Don't assume that people will respond to your policies the way they would today. Reelect JFK reflects voter sentiment as it was back in 1964. Don't despair if you fail on a particular issue. You can regain your popularity with other successes. Don't forget, it's a game. I'm just realizing this is cut off on the left side. Oops. Don't offend the wrong people, like the director of the FBI. Yeah. Was this like an adventure game that got a government grant so they'd make it about the president? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what happened with this game. Hey, Spaces. How are you? Remember, it's the 60s. People are racist. Yeah. Kind of avoiding that part of the game. On November 22nd, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was shot down by an assassin's bullet. Since that time, people have wondered how history might have been different if JFK had lived to evolve into a new form. Would America have gotten more deeply involved in Vietnam? Would the Civil Rights Act of 1964 have been passed? Would he have been reelected to a second term? Reelect JFK is the first-person simulation that puts you in the role of President Kennedy. You have survived assassination attempt of Dallas and must continue the quest for re-election of 64. Along the way, you will confront... this is so boring. This is so boring. You will play 50 game weeks. Oh. How exciting. Both JFK games are technically FPS. What? There's no shooting from... Oh, first-person simulation. I see. Nah. This is a boring manual. Yeah. Response grid? Like, seems weird to call this a grid. Well, doesn't a grid kind of like imply like multiple rows and columns? Hydrate and stretch? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, see you later, Pancake. An assassin. 1, 2, 3, 4's bullet. Editing locked. No, it's first person shooting because you are shot. Oh, I see. The ending of this game is like Lego Island. You need to lead Kennedy around with donuts and the camel around with pizzas. We can only hope. Well, this was kind of fun. Like, kinda. Like, a little bit. Just a little bit. This was funny. JFK's response sphere grid. Yes, of course. I don't think I'll ever recover from this. This was an awesome stream. Glad to hear it. One of my faves. The books aren't just the year they got installed, right? What? Let's check. Oh, 1953. Let's try. Nope. $35, not 53. Oh, you're right. 1, 9, 3, 5. Oh my god. Are you serious? Thank you. Thank you for suggesting that. Wow, Lily. Wait. Wait, no. We want to go in there. Oh. There was actually a secret in the White House? Yes. We're gonna find his spank bank. Yeah, of course. Oh. Great. The secret crashed the game. Wait, why is it in like widescreen? What the hell is this? What the hell is going on with this? What? Hold on. Something is wrong. Something is not right there. Alright. Alright, now it's back to normal. I don't know how reelect JFK messed up the aspect ratio on the emulator itself. That's kind of impressive, but whatever. Oh yeah, I don't have the CD inserted. Alright, let's mount disk or CD image file. We'll try going in there one more time. Do we know this game isn't like cursed? Oh, it's definitely cursed. We are all going to be assassinated just like JFK. Like, is this a creepypasta game? I think I would like it a lot more if it was. Marilyn Monroe is down there. Yep, there he is. Let's just load our game. Ah!
Cut off your head.
Hello, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mage.
Here's that information about the assassination attempt you wanted from the police. This
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what if I was a little guy just 2 inches tall and you were an 8 feet tall lady wearing a sundress and flip-flops with a devilish smile. What would you do? Haha.
Oh my.
Whew. It's about time that file
thank
showed
you.
Up. How am I supposed to find out who did this? It takes the police 3 days to give me any information.
Aim.
Imtuber is approaching with 3 creatures.
Hello. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing?
Don't need all the gory details. Well, now that the file's here, you'll probably want to look through it
Stunts,
for a
is that a
while, so
reference
I'll
to
leave you
something?
alone.
Kind of like the sound
I'll
of that.
speak with you later.
Stunts, this isn't your DM window. Saw the name of the game tonight and I couldn't resist, so I think you've missed like the best of the game. But we are going into a secret passage in the Oval Office. Oh yeah, I put in the wrong number again. I put in 1953. It's a reference to JFK. It's a reference to what JFK said. What? What were you playing tonight, Aim? JFK, more like GTS. Oh, hey, there was that book. There was that book. Close the door. We have to write that thing down. I was playing some fan Danganronpa games, huh? What were they like? But then I heard it, JFK's voice, but everyone knows he's dead. Okay, so it's like... What? I'm writing this down. F equals red, yellow, blue. Justice. C equals yellow, blue, red. Spies. Command equals male. I would really like if this was like a completely separate like second game that you can like optionally uncover or something. Thank you, Lily, for suggesting this. One was in Renpai, which I'm working in myself. Renpai is quite cool. So this is already set up. This looks intense. I mean, it's very silly. It's like supposed to be like a JFK alternate history game, but it's just a clown car. It's ridiculous. I mean, let's type mail. Mail system not acceptable. Okay. Justice. Illegal commands. Even justice is illegal in this fucked up country. F equals red, yellow, blue. I see. And now maybe I type justice? No. Okay, the game crashed to desktop, as it is prone to doing. Favorite graphic genre? Kinda intense clown car. A clown car that makes you kind of stressed out. Also, Stunts 8 feet tall does not qualify as giantess. I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're way off the mark there. I kind of expected a little more from you, a little better expertise. I wasn't expecting
Hello, Mr. President.
the secret area or whatever at all. Me neither. I knew there was something there because it showed it in the little map.
This should give you a few leads for your own investigation.
I know. Come on. I read the damn wiki. All right.
Thank God you're okay.
It counts as giantess if you are 2 inches. I guess that's
It's
not
about time
wrong.
that file showed up.
I think that's
How am I
more
supposed to
micro
find out
than
who did this
giantess, though.
when it takes the police 3 days to give me any
8 feet tall is normal.
I guess since the police don't exactly know
It's a
that you're
relative
doing your own
giantess.
sleuthing,
The
they
GTS
figure you
wiki
don't need all the
explains
gory
this.
details.
8 feet is
Well, now
barely
that the
even
file's
mini
here, you'll
GTS.
probably
Yeah,
wanna look through
Western
it for a
style guy
while,
knows.
so I'll leave you alone.
How are you doing, by the way?
I'll speak with you later.
I don't get micro and macro as different things. They're not the same thing. Micro is living in a hole in the wall and eating a little cheese. Yeah, Declan understands this. Several people are typing. Yes. Did you really time her out for 10 minutes? What the hell, Stunts? They're quite the opposite, I believe. Yeah, exactly. It was an accident. That's the default amount. Emily is crying right now, Stuns. Huh? Okay, but seriously, is it just like your relationship to the built human environment around you that differentiates macro and micro? I would say so, yes. Welcome back, Emily, from your unjust imprisonment.
Re-elect Emily. Emily again.
Emily, again. Thank you, Mage. We should play on mouse CS 1.6 maps tonight. It's good for our health. Unfortunately, I don't think there's gonna be any time for that after the stream. What? Temp-o-matic. What? Is this something to do with the combination for the door? Like, it goes up to like 350. 350. Is that the combination for the door? Would they really put a puzzle that fucking stupid in this game? I mean, I would completely believe it. What? Did we just put on a disguise? Right, I mean, I was just thinking in terms of being micro relative to a normal sized lady and being normal relative to a big sized lady are basically the same thing. No, because, no, it's a completely different feel. Listen, that's totally different. It's completely different. It's, oh man, you don't understand anything. I'm gonna have to send you to school for this. JFK is going to put on a disguise, go back in time, and try to assassinate himself. He's the camel. This is going to end like Gadget, where you're being mind controlled by aliens to create more JFKs? I hope. I hope so. That was it. That was it. We are in. What the fuck? Is this the good ending?
Where can I take you?
What the hell? When I got timed out at first, I thought Graphia did it because she sounded so mad. No, it was Stunts pranking you.
My fellow Americans, the meteor is super real. Please return my bits to me.
Thank you. Thank you, Stunts. Gotta attend mandatory fetish school, yes. They feel identical unless you have a ruler to measure it by, which would be part of the environment. I guess so, if you were flying in space and had no metric to measure this by. But the fact of the matter is, usually in a drawing or some other source filmmaker file, it would have an environment to give you a sense of scale. So I think that your argument is moot. All right, we're talking about real world situations here. All right, this is we're talking about materialism. All right, we're going to FBI headquarters.
The FBI building.
What if you were floating in the endless void? You'd be dead. Or, like, you might as well be dead. You have a micro and a regular-sized person. The micro is at the mercy of everything, being Tom and Jerry proportions, whereas the normal person is retaining spatial control. Yeah. The opposite could be said to be true of the reverse, which I am destroyed summarily by SEAL Team 6. Yeah, they're gonna dump you in the ocean. What are we...
Hello, Mr. President.
Oh.
What brings you this way?
Our disguise didn't do anything.
Mr. President, what a surprise.
What a surprise.
What can I do for you?
Just thought I'd come by to see how everything is going here.
Everything's running smoothly.
But it makes sense in an environment, but I still maintain that if you just isolate it to the small and big character, it is the same both ways. Maybe. Fine. I'll accept that. But that's not real. That's not the real thing, okay? I think 8 foot is giant. How tall are you? Like 2 feet tall? It's context sensitive. If you like looking up at big ladies, then it's macro. If you like looking down at tiny ladies, it's micro. Yeah, but that's only if you are, like, that's assuming you're the same size. Like, and you beat into micro but not macro, or vice versa. Like, would you find a giantess in a white featureless room hot? Let's say you have socks. Okay, let's say you have a sock, right? And over time you gotta patch the holes in the sock. Eventually the whole sock is replaced. Is this the same sock or a different sock entirely? It's a different sock. I love that we are debating this so heatedly. I mean, it's more interesting than talking to this balding guy.
Great. Anyway, I was, just wondering if you could give me a update on the crime situations in the cities.
Certainly, sir.
Why is he
just give me a minute
not
to speak with Steve down the hall?
He's not talking about
He's been
JFK
studying this
anymore.
issue, and I believe he has an updated report in his
I'm
office.
late to Monty? What?
Just take me a minute. I'll be right back.
Setting this in a void loses the appeal in the first place. Yeah. I would say so. It's not micro if you're the macro. Yeah, then you are the macro. That is macro.
I'm sorry that took me so long, sir, but I've got that report for you now.
Let's leave.
I've just remembered that I have a photo session with Jackie and the kids. I'm
What?
sorry, but I have to leave. Thanks for your time.
Anytime, Mr. President. Goodbye.
Graffy doesn't know the Monty Hall problem. We can torture her with it. Isn't that your thing, Stunts? Like, you always take hours to explain the Monty Hall problem.
Where can I take you?
She never shuts up about it. She will literally never be able to internalize the Monty Hall problem. You guys, smoke is gonna come out of my ears, okay? And then I'll be dead. I can't take any more of this
The
game.
Washington Monument.
Okay.
Kind of figured a lot of the appeal was size difference between the characters. Well, maybe for some people, but there are some people who only like one or the other. I can't take any more of this game, you guys. I'm sorry. Even though we found the intriguing basement, the intriguing secret basement. Like, a lot of the focus for people who like macro seems to be on like being large relative to the size of like a city, and like maybe being destructive with your awesome power of size, but not everyone. You can't do that. I mean, if you're normal size, maybe you can you could like knock over some like cans or something. That would be catastrophic for a little tiny guy. Vote folk. That's who we were appealing to this in this game. The basement just led you to a driver who takes you to the same 5 places the limo driver takes you to anyway, so I don't understand what the point was. Me neither. And we put on a disguise, but then when we went to the FBI building, they just like recognized us as JFK anyway. Wow. You put on a really bad disguise and everyone knew you were JFK. But at the FBI, he was talking in a different voice. I'm so sleepy, you guys. Merry President Day to those who celebrate. Yes. Thank you to the president for the nice holiday of president. Oh. There's your oh, my phone's running out of battery. Damn it. Right before the stream is about to end. Happy President Day to all presidents. Happy President's Day, Xbox. Graffy, would you yell at us if we chew your sweater and it gets all gold from the saliva? Oh, cold. I mean, it is very cold, so I could always just change, though. It's okay. If you can't help yourself, that's fine. That's fine. I don't even know how I would celebrate President's Day, but I'm cooking lapchung, so I guess that is something. What is that? We needed to find JFK's makeup kit that he uses to become the camel. The camel. Become Joe Camel. I want to touch the fuzzy shirt. You know, it's supposed to be a sweater, but like the texture is so bad. Look at that up close. That does not look like a sweater in the slightest. It looks like one of those weird, like, looks like it's like a strange, like fluffy, like feathery, almost like texture to it. I don't know what I was thinking when I was like making this model. It was a very strange frame of mind. It's okay. I know it's a sweater. It might feel like carpet. Graffy's fur. Lapchung is dried Chinese sausages, Graffy. Ah, I see. What kind of meat is in them? Thank you again for reminding us what the true meaning of President's Day is. You're welcome. You're welcome, Eight Lives. Graffy's fur. How? I'm glad you're excited for it. I'm tired. I'm very tired. The doors the host opens are not random. He knows they have no prize, but like, how are you supposed to know that? What? There's a candy in many stores of camel testicles. What? What? Wow. Well, I guess on Wednesday we will be back again with what are we gonna do? We finished Alice. I haven't had a chance to check out like decompiling the files for that game to see about the final the like true ending. I guess I gotta find something else to play on Wednesday. I don't know. I'll be looking into it. I'll figure it out. Sorry, Gruffy. Sniff was adorable. Sniff? I guess so, but I kind of wasn't having the most fun playing that on stream. I kind of feel like I would enjoy it myself more playing by myself, where I don't have to like read everything out loud. Was the book reading tweet real? Oh yes. Oh yes. I might only read for like an hour at a time because that's going to be a lot of reading. But yeah, I will read you guys the Gadget novel by Mark Laidlaw, the writer of Half-Life and Half-Life 2. I don't know when it's going to get here, but we'll try that. Was the book? Oh yeah, no. Sniff might be better if you have someone helping you read the lines. Yeah, that might be possible, but I don't know. I don't know if I can handle having somebody else on with me at the same time. Thank you for electing or assassinating JFK tonight. Well, we did manage to get JFK assassinated again. Collab? I don't know if I can really do collabs. Like, I get too nervous. I get really nervous and overwhelmed when I try to do that stuff. Like the one that I did with stunts was at least that game was like pretty low on overstimulation, and it was also very informal, so like it was just like very impromptu and informal. I had fun during the collab that I did with Mocha, but that game was so overwhelming that just like everything else on top of it was like I was fried at the end of that. I was like my brain was absolutely smoked at the end. Yeah, low stakes. Hey, did you ever act out your punishment for losing to me twice in Twilight Struggle, Stunts? I don't believe you ever were properly punished. Trivia monster. Oh my. Oh my. What was it? What did you agree on? I don't remember. I can't play RE6 for more than like an hour. It fries my brain. It's like there's so much happening in that game and it's so difficult to play. The FOV is like very bad. Let's get we need a little music. I don't remember what we agreed on. It was supposed to be that chat would agree on your punishment though. You cut down the lines too later. That seemed to help. Yeah. It seems like it's a pretty lengthy game. It's like 12 hours long or something. I listen to this song before every interview now. Really? Does it help you? Huh. I think there's only like one friend I would really want to collab with. I want to give her as many fresh victims as possible. Have you done that yet? We decided that as punishment, Stunts has to take estrogen. The most humiliating thing we could think of. Yeah, she totally hates doing that. Nah. Oh, okay. I still gotta do my get tased until I pee IRL collab. With who? What? What? This song has like similar future lobby vibes to Xenosaga's UMN mode theme. I'm not familiar with Xenosaga really, except for Albedo, which I briefly got confused with Alberto Robert from Sonic 06. I will play Twilight Struggle against you, Graphy. I will certainly not win, but it's a fun game. I'd like to play it some more sometime, but it's been kind of hard to do game stuff lately. I will listen. Albedo Robert. The winder of a shoemaker. Winder of a shoemaker? It's basically the internet theme from a game that plays when you check your email. Cool. I want to hear that now actually. Let's hear it. UMN mode theme. Yeah. You can't see it, but the screen cap that they chose for this video has like a little 3D bunny rabbit with like scribbly looking eyes. Sigh. Alright, I'll take progesterone too since I lost both games. Xenosaga is the funniest wiki entry for a character that exists normally outside of the franchise. Show. Okay. I'll screen cap it real quick. Now that I know you can press Windows Shift S to save pictures, my life is a lot easier. Let's pull this little guy in. Yeah. Look at this little friendly guy. Mitsuda composed this. Cool. Progesterone makes me so tired. It's straight up like taking a sleeping pill. Wow. Amazing. I think I was going to get progesterone at some point, but then my insurance was like, no, we won't pay for that. And I was like, okay. I had a friend who said that it made her have the out of control libido. Sounded like it was a little scary, almost. You're meant to take it in the evening because of that. What is this? What is this image? Xenosaga freaks. Oh my. Let me put this in as well. Yes. I don't know anything about Xenosaga. I saw that Stalker Ocker was playing it. Xenosaga, Night of the Freak. You're only supposed to take it for like a year anyway? Really? Allegedly. Can I flip this completely over? Yeah. Spinning around and round. This is my little fort that I've built to keep you guys away from me. There are many elements to Xenosaga. Xenosaga is a lot of cutscenes. Fanning us with the cool breeze. Let us in. Alright, fine. Watching Stalker play it, and it's like 90% cutscenes. It seems like it could be kind of fun. It's almost entirely cutscenes and almost nothing happens in the cutscenes. Great. It sounds great. Love to play that. It's very cool, but it's like a whole series. It's quite long, right? I can just sneak in through the vent graphic. You're not slick. I'm Alien Isolation. I know. I've got a contingency plan for that though. Crafty. You have to choose a stone to repel us with, but we are crafty. Oh no. Not this again. Please. It's like one insanely hard boss battle followed by 90 minutes of cutscenes, a short ship section, and then 90 minutes of cutscenes. And this sounds ideal. Frankly, sounds like a good game. It's 3 PS2 games. I mean, they're like 30 hours each, right? That's okay. That's like manageable. A lot of scenes of characters just living in spaceships and doing casual stuff. Sounds good. Sounds nice and relaxing. Yeah, it's good. I'm a Xenosaga stan. Oh man, when am I have the time to play that though? Fuck. Anyway, we'll figure out something to do on Wednesday. I gotta wrap up the stream pretty soon because we started a little bit late today. It's all doll-like bridge crew talking blankly in sterile PS2 zones. Beautiful. Beautiful. I need to buy a PS2. Are they $600 yet? I don't know. It's easy enough to get a hard drive and hack one, but I don't know what they cost now with all the retro game inflation. And PCSX2, the emulator, is pretty good. It can emulate like a lot of things, like well enough to finish the game. On Friday, of course, we'll be watching some more Dragon Maid. But also, we might finish the first season of Dragon Maid on Friday. We might do that, but I don't know yet, because Elden Ring is coming out, and I want to stream that on the Discord server. So maybe we'll watch a little bit, and then I'll play some of that. And I think that the weekend streams might be short as well. Like, the weekend streams might be half length. And then I will play Elden Ring on the Discord server. It's like 6 episodes. You only did 4 previously and got overwhelmed. No, hold on. How many did we watch? We've watched 8 so far. And there's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, you're right. Alright, we'll watch 3. We'll watch 3 this Friday. We watched 3, and then I'm gonna play Elden Ring. I'm sorry, I want to play it. I want to play it really bad. I hope it's at least entertaining. I got a chipped one for $40, but the disc reader is broken. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Sekiro was entertaining. This will be too. I don't know if I'll be streaming the entire game on Discord, because I'm not gonna be able to resist playing it on my own time. And I don't want to play it on Twitch because I just don't want to deal with that. That's okay, we will all be playing it too. Not all. Augersley won't play it. Playing it on Twitch will be unbearable, guaranteed. I thought about putting it on like subscriber only chat or something, but I don't really like the idea of making people spend money to have the privilege of talking during Elden Ring. That seems terrible. Emote only chat. It's okay to say you don't want to attract Dark Souls fans. Yeah, it's just... I don't really want people to be criticizing my build on day one. Only we deserve it. Yes. I am going to do that? Though? Really? Oh no. You could just set it to followed for 1 month only, chat. Yeah, that's possible. Waffy, why are you using fists only? I would rather see someone else play it than succumb to spending $60 on FOMO. That's fair. I just... You know, these are some of the only games that I really care that much about playing at launch, because it's like I don't get excited about that many games anymore. I will stream it when you are not streaming it. Oh. I can't wait for Dot to stream literally minute 1 and get backseaters in chat. I'm literally salivating at the thought of banning people like that. I will stream it only when Graphy streams it. Oh. Oh. Literally cannot play it as much as I'd like to. I'm sorry. Ah. I would love if guys that critique your loadout or build just straight up critique your life in general. Like, pfft, you are using longsword, why don't you get into model shipbuilding? I will critique your load in Elden Ring. Oh boy. Well, I'm probably gotta finish up for the night. I'm tired. So thanks for watching the President's Day stream. This is fun. You like cool big hitting. Happy President Day. Yeah, we love the president. We love the God King of the United States. Ah, funny BB goofy good night, Graphy. Thank you, Declan. And yep. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Take care and have a nice night.